Christoph, I know every level of football comes with its own pressures, but how have you found the pressure and intensity around Norwich City Football Club since you've been here, and I guess in recent weeks, because it's been a bit trickier?
What exactly do you mean by the pressure?
Well, you know, the fact that hasn't been a win for a while, so the fans obviously were a bit on the backs of the players last time against France, things like that.
Yeah, I think, as I said, sometimes when you have such a run and it gets a bit to your mind, then of course there's a bit pressure because you didn't have a home win in quite a lot of time, but you also give some pressure to yourself. I think we have some pressure, and it's up to us to release it by winning a home game or by winning in general and getting some better results to the games that we play. But I think it's still okay and that everybody can handle it. And I think if I would say it is not too bad, then it shouldn't be too bad, because obviously some exterior pressure is something relatively new to me.
And it hasn't made a difference to you that it's here. I mean, is it the same sort of pressure here as it would have been, say, at Dortmund's second team, or can you tell any differences? I
think because it's a second team there, and because it's more a team where the focus is on developing the players, there's not a general expectation on the club. Of course, if you lose every game there, of course, then the fans would get annoyed, no question. But it's I think you cannot compare a second team to a professional club here, especially not if it's Norwich City and if it's in the Championship.
Indeed. I imagine you'll be alongside Grant Hanley on Saturday playing with him. How did you find that in the second half at Nottingham Forest? Because he's a different player to Tim Closer.
Of course, he is a different player, but he's also pretty experienced in English football. And I always enjoyed if there's another centre back that you can look up to, if you can say that. It's the same with Tim. He's more experienced from everywhere he played. Grant the same, also with his international appearances that he had so far. So it's always good then if you can communicate there, and if they sometimes even in the game can tell you what to do better in the next scene. So I always enjoy to play with experienced players, especially as the league it's my first season in this league, and as I'm still learning, it's still a progress. Then I'm always happy to have somebody who can guide me in some ways.
I hate to bring this up, but the first goal at Bolton and the one on Tuesday night, how disappointing is that for you when you're beaten in that situation? Is that quite hard to shake off?
Yeah, I mean, it is no secret that against Bolton, it is my opponent who scored, who was some inches earlier on the ball than me, and against Nottingham Forest, it was nearly the same situation. Bit unlucky probably because the ball was still deflected or in between the two of us, but after all, it's twice that we concede the 1-0 this way, and that's my man. Of course, it's disappointing for me, and you think about it because at least, well, I think in both games it has been Zimmermann, and it somehow decided the game or led it into the wrong direction from our point of view. And yeah, but that's the past now. I cannot change this anymore. So there are two ways to deal with it. One way is like to be sad about it and to be probably angry and let it kill you. The other way is to have the next game, and hopefully when situations like this come, defend all of them and not just all except one.
I was going to say, because your level of focus then, you're getting to start on Saturday, which is obviously really helpful, that you can then use that focus to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I think the focus is nearly the same whether you're on the bench or in the starting lineup, because there can always something happen on the pitch, like we just saw on the game against Nottingham. 1 or 2 minutes before halftime, Tim had a problem. Normally, you wouldn't come on as a centre back that much, but then something happens and you have to be there from the first second. So it's always good to have the same focus. But of course now it's hopefully for me to have this focus over 90 minutes all the time in each situation.
Brilliant. And just one more. I think at one of the school sessions you did, I think it came up that you might actually have dropped out of football at the end of last season. It put me right if I'm wrong, but was that ever a thing, that at this point you may not have been playing professional football?
it wasn't that dramatic, but it under several really unlucky circumstances, it might have been that way. Because I said to myself that I didn't want to play fourth-tier German football for, I don't know, the next 5 or 10 years. So I'm then somewhere in my 30s, and then say, okay, now it's time for me to retire from football. And what did I achieve so far? Just playing fourth-tier German football. That's not the ambition that I had. But so it was for me obvious that after the season, so after last season, now this summer, there had to be a cut, which was in my mind either that I had the opportunity to play in a good league, really professional football, like it is here. If that chance wouldn't have been given to me, there would have still been another chance, probably not that much professional football, but I think I would have still played. But I'm happy it didn't come so far, because also then in, I don't know, February or March, when you think about it and you think, okay, if there's not a really interesting offer for me, then I wouldn't want to go on playing just in the fourth league. So if there hadn't been good opportunities, and especially this brilliant opportunity to me, then I would probably not be sitting here or anywhere in professional football anymore.
Which puts a lot of context into how much you must appreciate the fact that you are here and doing this, and in the context of where the season is too. Yeah,
that's what I just can say over and over. I'm really glad that I'm here, or that I'm allowed to be here, because it was more than I expected, especially in combination with the amount of time that I got on the pitch so far. I'm glad for this. I'm really thankful for it, and so I'm just trying to show that I'm worth it, if you can put it that way. And return all the favors that have been given to me so far, the credit that I've been given, to return it in some good performances and good results.
Thank you, Chris. Cheers.
Okay.